welcome to Lebanese Kitchen Live, where we share Lebanese food and fun live from our kitchens with guest chefs from around the world. Our guest chef today is Dina Itani from her kitchen in Perivale, London. Now, I first met Dina
I'm going to leave
5 years ago. She is very creative, determined, and at only 20 years young, already runs her own professional bakery business. So let's go over to Dina, say hi, and hopefully she's been having some technical issues, but I'm hoping she's all set up now. Dina, are you there?
Hello, Dina. Now we can see the food, but we cannot see Dina. Okay, we can see her hands. Dina, can you hear us? No.
Okay, well, hi Sharmil, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I was gonna say, Samar seems to have found a husband from the laptop family. You could see from her name. So now she's Samar Selby Laptop.
Oh,
Dina, how are you? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I had to rejoin because of the internet connection.
Okay, so
yeah, ready.
You're ready. You're gonna tell us about what you're going to prepare for us today.
We're gonna make Nammoura.
For those who don't know what Nammoura is.
Yeah, so it's this Lebanese dessert which is similar to, like, it has a cake texture to it, but it's quite sweet because then they put syrup all over it and they also put almonds in it. It's basically a cake, but they use semolina flour, and that's what we're going to be doing today.
Awesome. So shall we go through the ingredients and any tools or anything you would need to have ready with you?
We should. So you will need 170 grams of unsalted butter. This will need to be melted. You will need 490 grams of semolina flour, which is in this bowl here, the blue bowl. I've also got in there 150 grams of granulated sugar. And then you will need 1 cup or 220 grams of plain yogurt, just right here. I also have 2.5 teaspoons of baking soda. Baking powder and baking soda is the same thing, just to let you know. So you can use either. And then we've got some almonds over here. You can use whole ones or sliced ones. I've decided to go with the whole ones because I like them more than the mortar. But yeah, that's what you'll need for the cake.
You don't soak the almond, right? It's dry. You don't soak it.
Sorry?
The almond, you don't soak it, do you?
Not just yet. You will soak it afterwards once it's cooked.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
And then for the syrup, you'll need 400 grams of granulated sugar, which
I think we lost your audio.
For vanilla and rose water.
Sorry, Dina, we lost your audio for a bit. So the sugar, 150 grams of granulated sugar, you said?
Yeah, so what she's trying to say is the syrup will need 150 grams of sugar, 2 tablespoons of lemon, and some water.
Okay, cool.
1 tablespoon of lemon, and then flavouring of your choice. So that could be vanilla, lavender, rose water. I'm going to go for both vanilla and rose water.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, just like have a nice combination.
So Samar was saying that you're 20 years young. You are like our granddaughter. And tell me about your, is it Instagram? You have an Instagram for baking, am I right?
Yes, I do. So my Instagram, I'm known as Dina's Cakery. I'm the girl behind the Instagram. I do professional cakes, cupcakes, and cookies, and I sell them on a day-to-day basis. And I've literally built my network on social media, and so I'm basically known as like the cake queen. I've literally got an apron that says the baking queen. I love them. So I decided to start selling them online, and now I've got people coming to me wanting personalized cakes, wedding cakes, birthday cakes, and that's what I do as nearly my full-time job at the moment. I'm getting there.
Awesome. And that's like online, so you don't need really to see. It's like it's COVID safe.
COVID safe, literally. It's like takeaway.
Excellent. Sounds awesome. Okay, let's get started with the Nammoura then.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with the cake at the moment. Oh, has my screen gone off, or can you still see me from down below?
Can see you from down below and up and everywhere, all angles.
We can see the coconut fine and the.
Because my iPhone went off, so I wasn't sure if you could still see me.
I'm just going to say that before we start, I know there are going to be some Nammoura connoisseurs watching, potentially. I know. Before they read us to filth, right? There are many, many types of recipes to do Nammoura. And so this is the one that Dina has chosen. I know I do it very differently, but I'm really interested to understand a new way of doing it. My recipe, usually I use coconut in the recipe, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to chuck that away. So that goes. But yeah, so and also I'm, with regards to the extracts and the flavoring, I'm just going to show you there. I've got orange blossom water and rose water as well. Those are my two favorite combinations for like Arabic sweets. But yeah, Dina, if you can tell us like why you chose this recipe and what kind of what inspired you to make it this way.
So I've never actually made it before, and what I based it off of was what my mum told me. My mum doesn't really make a lot of Arabic sweets. I'm the baker in the family, and so the only advice or the trustworthy recipe that I could base it off of was Google. So yeah, I know.
Golgaltia. I can't believe it.
I know. So like, I literally just have to like
start either like bubble waves. Excuse me.
Here
we go. So I'm to hear it buzz and ping away.
We can microwave. You put the laptop on there, right?
Honestly, I think I could have an explosion in a minute.
So we have Sarah.
Is it the 150 grams?
I think we've got some issues with Dina's audio.
Melina.
So thoroughly mix that together. And then you're going to go in with your yogurt. So now you want to mix your 2.5 teaspoons of baking soda into your yogurt.
What type of yogurt do you use? Just Greek yogurt?
So you can use Greek yogurt or plain yogurt. It's completely like what you have in the fridge is completely up to you. I'm just using Greek yogurt at the moment. Just that's because that's what I had. But you just want to mix the two together, okay?
Okay.
And it will start to like foam, which is really, really unusual. But that's the correct thing that it's supposed to do.
I can see Summer's natural yogurt.
Yeah, sponsored by Tesco. My brother's going to kill me because we did have Greek yogurt, right? And I said to him, no, we need plain yogurt. So he ran out of Tesco.
Oh, he is going to kill you.
He ran out of Tesco and got me some. Because I was like, yeah, I've gone too busy.
So mix that together, give it a good stir, and you'll see it will start to create like a bubbly texture.
Oh, this I'm excited to see.
Oh, nice.
So can you kind of like see how it's become really, really airy? It kind of looks like a meringue. But you want to set that to one side and leave it for 10 minutes until it's doubled in size.
Oh wow, it grows like double. Okay, nice.
Yeah. Okay. So in the meantime, like that's that for now. I would also preheat your oven to either, I think it depends on your gas mark. So I'm gas mark 6, but you'd want to preheat it to, let me double check this.
We looked it up last time. So it was what temperature?
I think for me it's 200 Celsius.
200, yes, that's yeah.
400.
400 Fahrenheit, 200 Celsius.
Yeah, I'm going to put mine on now.
This is super weird, guys.
What is weird? Oh,
I've
how the
never I've
yogurt
never
happens.
mixed
Ah,
baking soda with yogurt, and
Yeah,
that is
it is weird.
so much fun making this. I really feel like I'm doing an arts and crafts project.
But can you see it? It's really, really airy and bubbly.
It's super airy and bubbly.
Exactly. That's the perfect consistency, but you just want to set that to a side until like it starts to double in size.
Okay, guys, I'm just washing my hands again.
is it really gonna double in size? So is this like containers
It
that are gonna
does.
overflow?
No. It does double inside. Like it does start to get a lot like bigger and bigger.
Okay,
Looks like a cloud.
cool.
Okay, so that's that at the moment. We'll just need to wait for a while now.
Cool.
So Natasha
whilst-
is saying she just saw your Instagram and she thinks your cakes look amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it a lot.
They taste delicious as well, by the way. Dina did my birthday cake, and
I did.
I actually ordered and collected my own cake this year.
She did.
I wanted something really particular. I wanted a pink cake with chocolate inside that had chocolate dripping, and it had. I also like dark chocolate and Ferrero, so I wanted that on there. So
Yep.
it was delicious with chocolate and pink. It was my 2 favorite things in a dessert.
I know. No, honestly, like when you came to me, I was like, I'm so happy to make you a cake. And I've got like so many people that come to me on a daily basis, wanting their different cakes. And the feedback that I get, like, is honestly amazing. Like it makes my day when I do get all the feedback. Like the hard work, it is a lot of hard work, like starting your own business and baking, but the feedback and the result, I love it. I honestly love it. Like that's what keeps on pushing me to carry on baking and to carry on with my cakes, because it makes me happy.
Have there been any funny stories or like anything that's gone wrong for you, like disaster baking stories?
So luckily, like I haven't dropped a cake or anything, because if I have, then I'd be screwed. But I have had a few instances where I've been taking my photos and I've literally, like when I've gone to go pick up the cake, I've literally like stuck my finger into it by accident, and that's like smooth buttercream that I've spent, God knows how long trying to smooth it out on my turntable. So that's like maybe the worst that I've had. I think also I had like a disaster of a drip. The drip was like too runny and it literally just came off of the cake. But those kind of like issues I had at the beginning, now like I've perfected my drip, I've perfected how to do my cakes, I know how to handle them now without having to dig my fingers into them. But
I think
major,
you need to have Samar in your kitchen a little bit more frequently. You will have a lot more fun stories to tell.
Yeah. At any time we can have baking disasters together.
Well, I was going to say, if I was in your kitchen, you'd never have a dripping, runny drip. So
there you go. Kitchen.
And your customers will not have any cakes whatsoever, neither.
What is this, Dina? This is not Dina's Cakery.
I would genuinely eat more. So, yeah.
No, I completely agree. I can see someone chatting. Ooh.
So how has social media helped with your business, Dina?
So I started on Instagram. I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought, you know what? I like baking. I'm gonna maybe do it at home, give it a try. I'm gonna see how it goes. I really didn't think my Instagram, like I would have gotten that many followers. Like even now, I still think that I'm quite small and I'm still a small business, but there is like room for growth. But till this day, having like 700 followers, I never ever imagined it. Like I feel like Instagram really does help in growing your business, or just like if you wanted to promote something or show off like your skill. So many people, like let's say through the hashtags or through your location or just through word of mouth, so many people end up seeing your posts and it draws a lot of attraction to your page. And so that's helped me grow my business. So that's my main way of how I get a lot of my customers and a lot of people coming to my page. if it's not that, it's by word of mouth. Word of mouth helps a lot. But they always find me through my Instagram because I get to showcase off like all of my cakes, which is amazing because then they can like kind of look through it and say, oh, Dina, can I get this one? But then can I have like a mixture of the two? So in that way, it's great.
And I know you are multi-talented, right? You're into fashion, you're into beauty, you're really, really creative. So how comes it was baking that you kind of chose as the kind of route that you wanted to pursue?
Well, I came back on holiday. I was fed up. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't working. I was working on a makeup counter, like in big department stores. And I was happy with it, but it wasn't something that I felt passionate about. And I felt that there was like kind of like something missing, that I wanted to put my creativity and my energy into something. And so I came back from a holiday and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to start baking for myself and practice at home, feeding my family. They're having all the scraps, you know. And then I started to get better and better. And then I thought, oh my God, you know what? I could start selling my cakes. Like, this could possibly be a career. And then when it took off and I started getting orders and people through, that's when I was like, no, I really do like this. And like every time I come to bake a cake, I just enjoy it over and over again. Like I love the process of baking. It honestly genuinely makes me happy. So that's why I kind of started baking.
And speaking of scraps and feeding your family, first of all, they're very lucky. Secondly, you have a really big family, so I'm sure that there was like a rotation of cakes going round all the time as you were practicing.
You know what? You'd be surprised. I don't have a sweet tooth. Like, I'm the one with the sweet tooth. Mum loves my cakes. She's always eating the scraps. But like my brothers, they're like, no, I don't really like cake. They don't really have a big like sweet tooth in comparison to me, my mum and my sister. We're bad. We're really, really bad.
Do you have space in your place for Samar? I'm sure she
Yeah,
would move over.
I've got a very, very big kitchen. There's room for two. She can come and help me.
Samar, get your sleeping bag and you have space in the kitchen.
I'm busy.
Come over. Oh, poor connection.
So now we are just waiting for the yogurt to rise. Is that correct?
So, you should be able to put it in now, actually. It should be quite like thick and bubbly.
Ooh, like a jello.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Kind of, it's got a lot of air bubbles in it.
It looks like my bum.
Okay. I hope the smell is better.
Yeah. Oh, nice, guys. Wow.
It smells better than yogurt and baking soda. I have to know. It smells like flowers. Ask my boyfriend.
It does not smell that great, to be honest. So once you pop that in the bowl, give it a big mix. Start off with your spoon just so your hands don't get dirty, and then you can go in with your hands and it will create a thicker dough. It will start to really, really come together.
Oh, this looks good.
Yeah. And it's going to be really, really yellow. That's what you want.
Oh, right. Okay. So, Dina, who is your biggest supporter in your family? Like, who helps you with, like, deliveries and, like, ingredients? Like, who's the one that you call on to, like, run out and grab that, you know, missing ingredient that you have not got in your pantry?
My mum. My mum.
Hi, Auntie Barbie.
Yeah, she's currently in the living room, but my mum is a really, really big supporter. She's constantly like helping me. I mean, everyone supports me, to be honest. Like my friends, my family, my brothers, my sisters, they're all so like supportive, and they like every time I make a cake, they're like, oh my God, Dina, this is amazing. Like carry on, and like they're really all supportive. But my mum is the one that really does help me a lot, because she runs out for me if I like need something last minute, or you know, she helps me when I'm stressed, which is the most amazing thing, because baking is stressful. Baking is really, really stressful, especially like if you're having to deal with someone else's cake, it can become like quite daunting. So she definitely helps me in that area. And yeah, like everyone is super, super supportive. Like my friends are amazing. They love my cakes and they always hype me up about them. And they always order cake from me as well, which is really nice. So yeah, that's basically.
They hype you up. Shadabir,
Yeah.
just to explain what that means, because I know that you're not as street as me and Dina. Hype me up means like to kind of express kind of, you know, like how amazing you are. Like hype you up.
I mean, just watching you talking about the cakes and hyping it up, I know the meaning.
Yeah, see, you're gonna learn the lingo. You're gonna get in with us.
Now you should look at her facial expressions. Her whole body is expressing like almost a dance.
I do really get excited about my baking, you know. Okay, Summer, you can get your hand stuck in and bring that dough together.
Okay,
Can
okay.
you see that dough?
Sama, don't start eating it yet. It's still not ready, okay?
Oh, honestly, I would not want to be eating this right now. There's not even any. No. Cool.
You know, I definitely would not eat this right now either.
Oh, this feels really gooey.
It's still really gooey.
Ah.
If you get your hand in, it will come together. Ooh.
I think you put a little bit too much yogurt, maybe?
How much yogurt did you put in?
Oh, maybe I did put too much yogurt. Oh.
Do you still have some semolina and other dough?
Put in more semolina to even that out.
Let's fix this. I think I put double the amount of yogurt. This is what happens when you're cooking hungover, guys.
Did you put 227 grams?
No, I think I put 500 grams.
Greedy.
I just put the whole pot in.
She wasn't sure she's gonna get enough.
What? The whole pot?
I forgot.
I don't think you're supposed to put the whole pot in anything.
Dina, don't be put off. Don't worry. She will eat it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'll just, what I'm going to do to fix this, I'm going to add the other bag of semolina.
Uh-huh.
Should I just do that? And then a bit more. Basically, I'm going to double the ingredients now.
So Dina, if you think that was a mistake, think again. That was all premeditated. She wanted double the amount. We know, Samar.
Shadabin, for you.
We know, Samar. Yes, sure. Like the mlokhiyeh. I never saw anything of it.
Like the mlokhiyeh.
I told you I got a picture saying it had been delivered.
I haven't seen that. I don't need the picture. I just need the mlokhiyeh, you know. I can't eat the picture.
Summer, has it come together?
So what I'm going to do, I put in more semolina in and just see what happens.
There's never too much.
This one.
Oh, look at that.
It shouldn't fall out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, look, this is starting to kind of form a bit more, it's starting to take form.
Okay, keep on going.
Like, yeah. Okay.
So what comes next, Dina?
So then you are ready to dish. I'm going to get my dish. I've got... Oh, my mum's back. I've got just a glass one. I feel like this is actually the perfect size because it's not too big but not too small. You want to evenly spread it out.
So what thickness should it end up being in the dish?
There isn't actual precise
roughly.
Yes, it should be. It should just cover the layer, but it shouldn't be too thick. I'd say like maybe 2 inches.
Okay, cool.
Or maybe 1 inch. 1 inch, I'd say.
Okay, excellent. So while you're getting this ready, what is your preferred baking? So the baking that you love doing when someone asks you, you go so excited, like, oh, I love doing this.
I like when they say just kind of like freestyle, because then I can just kind of do whatever I need to do, and I can just have a bit of fun with it. I love crystal cakes, which is basically a cake where it has a cutout into it and there's like crystals put into it and then you color it. I really love those cakes. They're really fun to make. And I love like floral, elegant, kind of girly cakes to make as well. They're so fun. But honestly, anything, like I get excited with all my orders and all my different designs that people give me.
Nice. And what is the ingredient that you just cannot put enough of? You like just put and you think, I think I can put a little bit more.
Filling the cake. So when somebody asks me to fill a cake with like a sauce or anything, so like you can choose maybe jam, you can choose chocolate spread, you can choose ganache, you can choose fruit. When people ask for a filling in between, I'm just like, yep, more, because you can't have enough. Like it's the best.
Yep.
Oh no.
What's going on? How is your cake coming along?
Summer, have you got in it?
Yeah, mine's looking good.
Consistency.
Oh, look at that. Turn it upside down. Nice.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. If it doesn't fall out, then it's fine.
I saved it. So am I sticking it in my tray?
You might need 2 of them now.
I think I'm going to go with a really thick Nammoura. It's going to be really hot.
Like a big cake.
Yeah, because I've already put like my butter and my flour, like I've already lined the tin.
Okay.
And this is an old school tin, man. This is the one my mum made Nammoura all the time. So this is her Nammoura tin. So.
But yeah, you don't want it too thick neither, right? Because you want it like the perfect consistency inside. I don't know, check.
So what do you think? Am I just literally dumping it in, Dina?
And spreading it.
So you want to put it in, I'd say put it in blobs. So then that it's easier to kind of spread around. I still need to melt my butter and butter my dish.
So I might not put all the mixture in. So what you're saying to me is I need to like this is probably about a 2-inch deep baking tray I'm using. So I'm gonna put in as much mixture as I think looks like it won't rise too high. Because with Nammoura, it's not really supposed to be like a thick cake, isn't it? It's supposed to be kind of like about an inch.
She said an inch, yes.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be quite stodgy.
Yeah.
So it's not supposed to be fluffy like a cake, and it doesn't really rise like a cake, but it does still rise. My mum's in the background there.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. Good. Just wandering around.
Why is this a brush for the butter?
Yes. Oh.
How's Summer doing?
Check me out, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna brush my glass.
So I am probably left, right, with that's what it's looking like in terms of the kind of fill. I don't think I'm going to add any more.
That's perfect. Honestly, that's perfect, Emma.
This is all I'm left with, though. Should I just dump it in?
Yeah, dump that in. Put it all in. Put it all in.
Literally left with a handful.
Put it all in. The more, the better.
So I think because I've added the extra semolina and the extra yogurt, it's probably not going to be very sweet, which for me is actually kind of perfect because the one thing I find about Arabic sweets is that they can be a bit too like. I'm a dark chocolate fan, right? I can't do white chocolate, and so for me, I don't really like really sugary things. But so this might be interesting to see how it turns out.
So with this one, you can always add syrup, right? So the syrup will be like, you can adjust the sweetness as you want, right?
Yeah. Most of the sweetness will come from the syrup though. So bear that in mind. But if you want it to be less sweet, I'd say put less sugar in your syrup or put less syrup. So I'm on the step where I'm popping it into my dish.
Okay, so I think I flattened it all in there.
I think yours is ready to go in the oven, no?
Not ready yet, Shannon. Not ready yet.
At that step, you want to get a knife, a sharp knife, and score it into 2-inch diamond shapes.
Ah, yes, of course.
Okay, and in each of those squares, you want to put your almonds, which is over here.
So here's my knife. It's actually a fish gutting knife, I think.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's the sharpest one I have. So I thought that would be quite nice to delicately put in some. How deep do I need to go in with cutting out?
Just score it, my love. So just on the top. I wouldn't go all the way through.
All right then. So and you've done diamond shapes, yeah?
You can put it into diamond shapes if that works for you, or you can do squares.
Because so I've got a weird situation going on, right, where I've got a round baking dish. So
yeah,
it doesn't matter. You can still do it like diamonds. Diamonds is fine.
Let's see. How do we?
You can do it diamonds or squares. Honestly, it's completely up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go like this. I'm just gonna remember how my mum used to do it. She actually used to do square. She didn't do diamonds. And she also used to put pistachio.
Oh, not almond.
You can put pistachios. You can put pistachios or almonds. I just love almonds more, so I'll go with the almonds.
Actually, my favorite nut is cashew.
Ah.
Really?
I'm the person who picks out all the cashew nuts in the mixed nuts bag.
Oh, so look how the diamond shaped squares look like.
I'm gonna do the diamond ones.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
like
going
that. I think this is how I'm used to see it in diamond shapes.
Yeah. So I'm going across diagonally and then going back the way.
Oh yeah, that's actually really clever. So no, that's a bit
think
too.
Natasha likes also the cashew? I think so.
Yeah.
That's probably what. So I love I love nuts normally. Like I have always mixtures of pistachios and hazelnut and which ones else? Cashew nuts and almonds. I always have loads of these all the time, and seeds as well. I love those.
I just like any nuts. Like nuts is so nice. Summer.
And that's the thing about Lebanese sweets. They are normally made out of so much like nuts. They are all nutty, really, really nice nutty.
Yeah, they do have a lot of nuts in it. I agree. Summer, you know when you start to put in the almonds, you want to push them in not too deep, but you want to make sure that they're stuck in.
Just to let you know, Dina, so once you put one almond, Samar puts about 20.
These, because they're slivered, they're sliced.
You put like 20.
Look at that. And you did one portion, she did two. It was a mistake, but yes.
I know, that's fine, that's fine. We all make mistakes.
It's all premeditated mistakes.
It's all part of the plan.
Yeah,
exactly.
Totally deliberate.
I'm deciding to put just like one in each square because
yeah, you said you like how things look as well, so you're
I
more
like
about...
it to look pretty.
Shut you just sounded like beside you.
What?
Underwater or something. What happened to Shadow's voice? See, that's what happens. What God does to you when he takes the Mickey out of me, Shadbin. So I'm pushing my nuts in.
Okay. Summer, have you put in all your almonds?
Yes, I can bet you she put all the almonds.
Okay, so it's gonna look like this.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So that goes in the oven now, or we still have some
That
other
goes in
steps?
the oven for 30 minutes, I'd say. My oven needs 30 minutes, but yours might need like 25 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna put that in the oven now.
Samar, I think you have some connection or audio problems. We cannot hear you well.
Is that me?
No, Samar, we hear you
Oh,
very well.
Summer. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
We hear you well. We understood everything you described, and
Good.
we
Good.
can
Good. I hope
see.
so. I hope this camera is okay as well.
Yeah, everything is okay. It's perfect actually.
Yeah.
Samar
Okay.
looks worried.
Are you alright for sound now?
Yeah.
Now we hear you well.
Anyway,
Yes. Yes, we
Okay.
hear you
I
well.
guess since it's on me, I can show you what it's looking
Huh.
like. So I use slivered
Beautiful.
almonds. Usually, yes, like I would probably use one nut and stick it in. Looks a little bit neater, but I'm going with what I had, guys.
It's fine.
So this is what it looks like right now, and I'm guessing that now I have to put it in the oven.
Yes.
In the oven. So I'll just leave that here on the side whilst I wash my hands, so I can open the oven without getting anything dirty.
Pop that in the oven for 30 minutes, I'd say, 25 to 30 minutes.
I guess everyone can check their oven and make sure that it's not overburning or anything like that, right?
Yeah, you need to keep an eye on it because it does turn quickly.
Yeah. And then it depends also how thick people made it, right? Because if it gets thicker, it should be, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
don't know how long is yours going to take because yours was a bit runny, but...
Yeah, and how do you know? So how do you know that it's ready? Is it the color?
It will start to go golden brown, but the way that you can check it is by putting a toothpick into the center, and if it comes out clean, then it's done.
I like this trick. So you put it in and take it out, and if it's clean, it means like nothing sticks on it, so everything is ready.
Exactly.
Wow,
Exactly.
that's smart.
Yeah, but it's time to get started on the syrup.
Oh yes.
So we're going to. So the syrup is really, really basic. I use this kind of syrup to like coat my cakes in to keep it moist as well. But you will need 240 milliliters of water. I'm going to turn you round actually so you can see my cooker. Is that okay?
So you're cooking it in a normal pot, right?
Yes, just in a saucepan.
Okay, cool. Oh,
I'm sorry,
it has-
guys. I lost my connection on my second device, so I'm on my laptop only now, so I'm only Mrs. Laptop now. So Dina, I think I've got to catch up a little bit. Am I sticking this in the oven?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the oven.
We had like a minute of quiet peace, and then now you're back.
A minute of quiet and peace.
And now we're going to make the syrup, right? Syrup?
Yes, now we're doing the syrup.
You're going to need 240 milliliters of water into a saucepan. So get that in. And then you're going to want to get your sugar, which is just granulated sugar, and that's 400 grams, and put that into the saucepan as well.
Have I turned the heat on yet?
Not just yet. I'd say mix that first together so it slightly dissolves, and then you can turn on the heat.
Okay, no lemon juice just yet, right?
No, not yet.
So this is like super, super technical, guys. If you miss a detail or anything on this syrup, you can really mess it up. So
what heat do we put this on? High, low when we started? So at the moment you're just stirring without any heat, right?
I pop it on now. You'd want it to be low because you wouldn't want the syrup to burn. Because sugar burns very, very quickly.
Okay, so it's like just like warming it up very slowly,
Warming
right?
it up, you just want the sugar and the water to dissolve together.
Okay.
I'd actually put it on a medium heat just so it goes a bit quicker.
Medium heat. Okay.
Yeah. But then you'll be able to reduce it once it's all dissolved.
Oh, I see. Okay. So,
But you
so it's
must
not meant
stir
to boil. Is
it
it
along
meant
the
to
way.
boil? It's not meant to boil, right?
Not meant to boil, but you must keep on stirring it along the way.
Okay. We can see
Okay.
Samar started drinking the sugary water already.
Yeah, probably has, you know.
She needs her energy.
Yeah.
To deal with you, yeah.
With me?
It's going to be like a gloopy mess right now, but it's fine. It will start to become dissolved, and then it will start to become like a syrup. A lot
So
thicker
before
than it
coming
was.
live, Samar was telling us about the adventures of last night. Do you want to go live with that?
So Dina, when do we put the lemon juice in?
Once it's all dissolved.
I like the escape.
Yeah, that wasn't this. I saw that.
I shall not discuss the events of last night, just that there was wine involved. Wine.
Okay, we may be having some babies watching the show, right? It's too
Oh,
early
no.
in the day.
And aunties.
Too early for them. Way too early for them.
Whiskey for the baby, wine.
Okay, Saba, is your sugar dissolving?
It is dissolving, and it looks like basically it looks like muddy water.
Yeah.
Really? No, it should be like transparent, no?
Not just yet. It will become transparent once it's fully dissolved.
Ah.
Oh
Wow.
I turn up your heat just a slight bit.
So now just above medium, is that it?
Just above medium, yeah. Just to like kind of speed up the process.
Depends how big your hob is, though, right? Because
Yeah,
if
mine's
it's
pretty
a large
small.
hob,
So
you want a small hob.
Yeah.
yeah, mine's a small hog.
So Samar, who's Mr. Laptop?
Oh well. Wouldn't you like to know?
Who's the lucky Mr. Laptop?
Would you like to know?
He's 12 inches.
Oh my God.
Oh,
He's brand new.
Brand new.
I got him from Curry's.
oh, right. You're talking about the laptop here, not the guy. You mentioned,
Yeah, don't get too excited.
oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Sorry, Auntie. Sorry.
I'm only 20 years old. I've been cleaning out my ears after this conversation.
You're still in legal age.
Oh, bye. Bye.
Okay, Summer.
She left. She's in the garden now.
Okay, so has your sugar dissolved then?
It has dissolved, but it's not thickened yet.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. You want to reduce that so reduce that to a simmer.
Oh, okay.
So reduce the heat, you mean?
Yes, so reduce the heat so then it starts to like kind of draw out and become a lot thicker. Okay?
Right.
Then you're going to want to add your lemon, a tablespoon.
Lemon juice or
Yeah,
lemon.
Lemon juice. Not lemon extract because that would be too thick.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. Right. I've been lazy and I'm going with the lemon juice from Tesco
Oh
in a
my
bottle.
goodness. Really?
That's fine. That's fine. You can do that. Like whatever.
You're kicked out of the show. What?
Hey guys, I had a late night, okay? Right? And besides, this is really zingy,
No,
apparently.
like people need to know what are the excuses. What happened last night to justify using this lemon?
Summer.
Sorry,
What
Dina, about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice.
Tablespoon, 1 tablespoon, yes. Oh, I can't open this, Mum.
What did you do last night, Shannon?
God, what would you do without my muscles, eh?
So once you've added the lemon, you're going to want to add your flavouring. So I'm going to go in with Madagascar vanilla extract, and what we like to call this is mezahed water, which is basically rose water.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that. We used to make this ourselves.
It
With the
honestly
still-
smells amazing. Like it's
Awesome.
fresh.
I love it.
I make my rose water myself. I make my laban myself. Everything I do myself.
So you want
I'm
1 teaspoon of each flavouring. So I'm going to go for 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of rose. So it's like a nice mixture of the two.
I'm going with orange blossom and
Okay.
rose water. And
Okay.
these
Perfect.
two, you can find them. I mean, to be honest with you, I never find the brands that I want in normal supermarkets like Tesco and Morrison's and stuff. So I tend to kind of go for like a Middle Eastern or an Asian superstore that sells these kind of brands. Shtura, Lubnan, Dara, whatever it's called. And Cortaz is a really good brand. Cortaz, don't forget Cortaz.
You can also add lavender extract. I've heard that's really nice.
I've never had that with lavender extract. I guess it's gonna be like awesome, amazing.
Yeah, lavender's really, really nice, but I just stuck to like the original flavors of like the vanilla and the rose because I just like that combination.
I will definitely try it with lavender one day because I've never prepared this with. Yeah, I have lavenders in the garden, so I could just make them myself.
Oh, for God's sake.
Can you imagine? I live in middle of London and I've got all of these things at home in my garden, and I make them myself
Summer, keep an eye on your.
while you're busy during your nights.
You definitely have too much time, Sheldon. But I know that lavender is really good for like relaxation and sleepy time. So it would be quite good actually. I might stick a lot of lavender next time I make this and give it to my family.
Well,
It'll
I
make them
use
sleep.
I use Scotch for that. It's very calming.
Did you say Scotch bonnet?
Scotch, just whiskey.
Oh, you just use just whiskey. It's very calming. I can imagine. Okay, Summer. Is it starting to thicken? Have you added all your flavouring?
I can actually feel it getting thicker, and it's more transparent now in colour.
Exactly. It will just take a while to thicken up, but you do want it a syrup consistency, and make sure you're keeping an eye on your Nammoura that's in the oven. Okay.
So I'm really getting the smells of the rose water and the orange blossom. It really is. Oh, it's just such a nice smell. Now,
really
for
nice,
my Nammoura, I think it's going to take a little bit longer than yours because I obviously got the ingredients slightly different.
So tell me, am I right in thinking 30 minutes? Am I right in thinking that if it's thicker, it needs probably a slightly lower heat and kept in the oven for slightly longer? Am I right? That would have been like what I would expect.
I think if it's a bit thicker, you may want to reduce the heat just in case, so it doesn't overcook and burn.
I've got fat.
Okay,
So
and for the consistency of the syrup, right? So just to give people an idea, right? Like you buy honey, and the honey is quite thick. The syrup should not be as thick as the honey. It should be much more runny, right?
It should still be watery. It might not thicken up whilst it's on the hob. However, when it starts to cool down, it will start to thicken up.
Cool. So people should not wait until it gets too thick and
No.
sticky on the hob, because it's gonna get much stickier after it cools down. So
Exactly.
yeah, just keep this in mind. In
It
fact,
will get a lot thicker.
this is one of those things that looks so easy to do, but actually making it the right way is quite tricky because of like knowing exactly what time to take it off the heat, right?
Yeah. And also you need to make sure that you're not burning your sugar, because that can happen. I've done it before.
Yeah, it gets caramelized rather than the syrup, right?
Exactly.
Do you sell the syrups separately yourself or not really?
Do I sell them separately?
Like people order you, like ask you to buy syrup alone?
Oh, no. So with my cakes, I put syrup in all of my cakes to make sure they're kept moist. But I don't, so I could flavour it if I wanted to, but I just do a simple like syrup, which is just sugar and water all together. And then it's thickened, and then I can put that over my cakes and it's soaked into the cake. So that way it becomes moist and it stays moist whilst it's in the fridge. However, you could like flavour it. You could put like orange blossom, rose. You could put vanilla with it to enhance like the vanilla flavour that's in the cake already. It really just depends on like what the customer wants. But generally, it's just like a normal, simple syrup.
Samar, what flavoring did you put? You put orange blossom. Oh, she's sleeping. Poor last night. She didn't sleep last night.
She took sleep last night.
What was that? Something about my flavour?
Yeah, what flavor? Not you flavor. What flavor do you like to put in your syrup?
Well, I don't actually like syrup.
But you just made syrups, no?
No, so if I'm going really kind of Lebanese, sweet, authentic, yes, I would actually pick orange blossom over rose. But I do love the smell of rose. I actually just drink the rose with hot water, and I love that. But I'm more of a like purist, so I'll not put any essences. It's just the sugar and like give it a bit of I like the kind of like salted caramel sort of syrup. That's my thing. But yeah, for Lebanese sweets, orange blossom for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the orange blossom is really nice.
So Dina, how is it coming along? How long do you think we still need to?
It's starting to get thicker. It is starting to get thicker. It's just taking a bit longer than I expected.
No, that's okay. Just make sure we're sort of keeping an eye on the time. So, but I guess this is interesting to have a look. Are you gonna switch it off now, the heat?
Yeah. So I'm gonna switch it off and see if that thickens, because it has gotten thicker.
Can you put it under the camera that was showing top view so we can actually see how it looks like inside?
Yes. Just give me a second.
It's gonna look like literally a non-colored sort of honey thing, but much
It's gonna look
runnier.
really, really transparent. Like you won't be able to see much. Can you see that?
Oh, nope. Can you put it where your almond? Oh, now we can see it. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you just stir it a bit?
Can you kind of see that?
Can you stir a bit?
It as much, but it's still going to be super, super runny. But you need for it to cool down, and then it will become a lot thicker.
Oh, it's actually like looking at so it's still runny. Okay,
it's
cool.
Still runny, but it's actually thicker than water.
Yes, and that's the point where people should take it off the heat and leave it to cool down, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Samar, is this ready or not yet?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think so. And just to explain to those people that have never seen this syrup before with like the essences we put on, we call it in Lebanon. In Lebanon, we call it atra. And
not atra, atar.
Atar, yeah.
Sugar. Yeah. Atra. It's Atra.
No,
It's
atar.
Atar.
Atra. Atra.
You have to go back to Arabic school.
Atra. It's
She needs
Atra.
to go back to Arabic school.
No, atra is the eye drops you put in your eyes.
Oh, here's one she previously made.
This is Atar.
Atar.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
all right.
Exactly
Mum,
that.
by the way. This is
Guys,
what she
give me.
previously
I'm
said.
so tired.
We're sending you back to Arabic school.
She needs to go back.
Atra.
Is it the last night effect? You can blame last night. It's okay. We understand.
Thank you, Mum, for that. Lovely, jubbly.
Even that's too thick. Look, if you see the consistency of that.
Yeah, it's quite good. All right, it will thicken up.
So my Nammoura is starting to brown on the sides, and the almond is starting to brown as well. But I think it needs probably like, I don't know, another like 10 minutes because the center looks a bit undercooked.
Mine looks a bit undercooked as well.
Even Fadia is commenting the right name and pronunciation for you.
God, guys, forgive me, all right? All right.
We know about all your pronunciation. It's okay. We know about that.
I know. But yeah, so atir, you find this syrup in many Lebanese desserts. That is what I was going to finish my sentence with until I was corrected, quite rightly, by the know-it-all, Shabir. And Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie.
And Fadia.
So,
And Sadia.
I made one
And Dina's mom. And Dina.
Oh, yeah, and my mum. She's there.
She's not.
Yeah.
So Dina, her mum, she speaks Arabic, right? But she's actually English heritage.
Yep.
Is this charities that look after all the castles and the nice houses?
She's actually English. She's actually born in England, and her Arabic is better than mine.
Yeah. You already know.
So Dina was born in Lebanon, and her dad is Lebanese, but her mum is English. And and you lived in where for how many years?
I lived in Lebanon for 2 years, and then we came back here when I was 2. So my mum basically lived everywhere. I lived in Lebanon for 2, Mum. I lived in Lebanon for 2, but then we came back here when I was 2. So, and I've just lived here my whole life. That's why I've got the accent.
Nice. So, are we still waiting for the Nammoura to be ready?
My
in
one's
the oven?
done. I have one previously made. I've always wanted to say that.
Oh, so we can see how it looks like when it's done.
Yeah.
You kept this secret.
I did keep it a secret.
Okay, let's see.
Can you see it?
It looks amazing. Yes.
This is my Nammoura.
So that's the color. It needs to be like sort of brownish, dark brown on the side, and then slightly lighter brown in the middle, right?
Yes. So I actually overdone mine slightly, but that's fine. It was my first time making it, so I wasn't too sure of the oven.
And then to serve it, you'd cut like those diamond-shaped slices, put them in a plate, and then people put as much syrup as they like to make it as sweet or less sweet as they like to. So it's cool.
Exactly. Whereas now I'm actually going to pour the syrup over it.
Oh.
But you can do it however you like. Mine's actually just gone cold. They do say in the instruction to place the dish on a wire rack and drizzle the cooled syrup over the top. Whereas
that could get quite messy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm just thinking I should just pour it whilst it's in the tin. I mean, mine has thickened a lot more, the syrup.
Oh, can you put it under the camera so that we can see how thick it got?
Mine has thickened slightly. It's still runny, but it has thickened.
It's a good consistency.
Is that good consistency?
Yeah.
But I think that's a perfect consistency, actually. I'm going to start pouring mine.
I've got nothing to pour on it yet, so I am just going to wait. I would pour it on me for entertainment. However, it's really hot.
Well,
Yeah,
that would
and
be a lot of entertainment if it is really
it
hot.
would be. It would be. But I don't think that it's health and safety approved for me to pour hot syrup
I mean,
over.
the only reason I wouldn't want you to do it is because of COVID and like spaces in hospitals and INEs.
Oh, you're so cute.
so
Oh,
thoughtful.
so cute. So,
Okay, I'm pouring it.
okay.
So I'm literally
I
just going to
think
get a
it's gonna
spoon and pour it over.
Your phone is struggling
part-
with the photos, but we can sort of make up what's happening.
My phone.
The top view phone, sort of the helicopter view phone, is sluggish, but it's okay. We can make up what's going on.
I hope so.
It's
So
just
the more
literally
the better.
just taking from the spoon and sort of drizzling it around, right?
Yes, I am.
Is it your mum's iPhone 4?
Yeah, it is.
I'm getting an upgrade.
Or is it an iPhone 5? I'm not even too sure. I'm not really great with iPhones.
Don't worry, don't worry. We got.
Okay, what I'm going to do is, because sometimes it just goes to the center, I'm just going to just move it around so all the syrup is evenly spread out. And that will sink in. So that's
Okay.
what it looks like with the syrup.
Oh wow, nice.
Glossy.
So that's like pretty
it.
sugary, you would say, right? Like for someone who likes a little less sugar, then they should not be sort of soaking it as much. And if you like a lot more sugar, then you can put a lot more in your plate,
Yeah.
right?
100%. I like a lot of sugar and I like it sweet, and so does my family. So I'm just gonna do it sweet because that's what I'm used to. So we're just gonna put more because you can't get enough of syrup. I like a lot of syrup.
Cool.
It's so glossy.
Are you planning to cut some and put it in a plate and show people how it would look like, or
Yes.
where? Yes. Okay. So let's do that now and wrap up after that.
Okay. Let me just double check my Nammoura that's in there. I'm gonna take the one that.
Siri's
So this
asking
is
me if
the
I can
second
help.
batch.
No, Siri.
That's my second batch.
Are you having? Oh wow! Look at that. Nice. Amazing. That's the
Done.
one you just did, right?
One that I just did, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so now we're going to try and plate it nicely. We're going to see if that works.
Amar is not impressed. She's still waiting. I think
She's
no
still waiting.
patience.
It's not bad. I
That's
think
what
it needs probably 5 more minutes.
Yeah,
and
that's
then I
what
can
happens
put
when
my
you
syrup
do double
on.
the portion. You need to wait double the time,
Well, waiting, you know what they say about people who wait.
I'm just going to cut it now and then portion it up.
Okay, so now you're just like keeping those lines that you put on the surface. Now you're just cutting them all through, right?
Exactly.
So, Shadabil, what is your favorite Lebanese or Arabic sweet?
Oh my God. When I go back home, I go to one of those very famous, very nice sweet shops, or like Halab or others, and I'll be like ordering all the Ashta related ones. So
Oh, yeah, I love ashtar.
yeah, so like this, noodle set or knefe or حلاوة الجبنة, or there's so many of those I love. And then when I have friends coming from abroad with me, they will be like so impressed. And the girls normally like, I'm so happy that you only brought me here at the end of the trip, because otherwise I'll be coming back here every day and I'll put on so much weight. It's just awesome. And like the funny thing is, people abroad, they think that baklava is sort of the flagship of Lebanese sweets, but they have no idea. This is like the only thing that can travel okay. The others, you need to eat them on the spot, and they are like 100 times, 1,000 times tastier. I love these. But yeah, obviously they are so fat. I like fatty food.
So I just plated it.
Can we see that?
You may. Here it is.
Thank you. That looks awesome.
My other camera has gone off. I'm so sorry, but that's how it looks.
I think you should
It
get your
looks
mum
amazing.
your mum should do a taste test now.
Do you want to taste it? Okay, we're going to taste it on camera because you know what? The consistency,
It's really
quite
good.
dense, but that's how the consistency should be.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Take a
I
bite.
think
Oh, wow.
Sarah saying that it looks lovely, and I do agree. Look at that.
Oh, you want to eat it up? That's mine. Get out. That's mine.
Mmm.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Dina. That looks awesome. I would.
Thank
Oh my
you.
God. How can I order that again? Remind us the Instagram.
Sorry.
Remind us the Instagram. How can we order this?
At Dina's Cakery. Maybe you can't order Nammoura because, you know, it's not my forte, but you can definitely order some cake.
Well, I think you're going to have people wanting Nammoura now, so I think that should be added to the menu. It should be added to the menu.
I would take photos right now and add them to the menu.
So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Shabu. Remember to go to Dina's Cakery, and if you would like to be a guest chef or have any suggestions for what you would like to see here with us at LebaneseKitchen.live, please visit the website, Facebook, Instagram, and we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we look forward to sharing more with you on LebaneseKitchen.live soon. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Thank you.